or speaker, camera, whatever. We're plugged in here. Oh, there's no... A little bit of a situation this end. Turns out my EcoFlow's on 10%. I've fallen asleep and left the freezer plugged in, and it's used all the power. The EcoFlow is down to almost nothing. We will go on as long as we can under the circumstances. The phone is in the 90%. The tablet is in the 90%. I'll get 9 or 10 hours out of this.
But it was a spectacularly ill.
No, that's a bad idea. I'll probably only get 5 or 6 hours out of the phone. So by the time, if we do a long one like we did on Friday night, we'll be out of power before we get there. That'll be interesting because the phone, of course, is my internet. Hello, Darren. How's things? Things are okay. I had my UnChristmas dinner earlier, January 25th. Burnt everything, apparently. Burnt my sprouts and my roast potatoes. But other than that, it was nice. It was quite filling. I actually had some turkey with it. So I had a turkey, a roast, I had a dinner. Then I came in and I went to sleep, and I just woke up a little while ago. And like I just said, I accidentally left the freezer plugged in, and it's drained all of the power from the EcoFlow. I have a power bank here that doesn't store much, and I've got another one there that I should be able to get through until morning in this minor catastrophe that I've caused myself, running out of power. But I'll be fine, folks. I'll be fine. No biggie. We move on. And Tina Girl, let's for those of you who are interested, and I know a lot of you love my Tina Girl. Let me see if I can bring the light on and put. Here she is. Look, she's right here. Hey, babe. I know you don't like the light. Hello, you. It's my girl, yeah? Cuddling right next to me. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. I know you don't like the light. I know, I'm sorry. I know. Are you going to put your head under... Are you going under the blankets? Tina's going underground. Okay. She's going underground. She must have been listening to the jam. Ryan Vitruvium, I was just commenting on your absence a couple of days ago, I think. Let me turn that back to me. Sorry, my lights are not... I don't think this one's fully charged, and the EcoFlow won't be... Yeah, look, I've had to put it up to full brightness. It doesn't... It's not charged fully. I've had to put it up to full brightness because I fucked up with my power, haven't I? Clearly. Let's have a look. At least you got cold beer. I've got cold beer and... Where's my aniseed drink? That's not here, no? Okay. Where's that at then? I will go and rediscover where my aniseed spirit is at some point in the evening. It's probably over on the floor over there. It's okay, babe. It's okay. It's just a backfire. It's just a motorbike. It's okay. It's not fireworks. It's not a gun. You're okay. Tina's okay. You're okay. I know. She does not like loud bangs, folks. Hey, it's okay. Just someone's engine. Mistiming. Misfiring. You're okay. Tina's okay. Daddy's here. You know nothing can hurt you while your daddy's here, right? Nothing can hurt you. Big strong daddy's here to protect. Yeah. I'm not that big and I'm not that strong, but you know. Reassures her. Let me scroll. At least you got cold beer. Oh, simplest things give the most joy. Like a nice cuddle with your doggy. Have you checked the fridge is set to Eco L and not H? I I do generally have it on H on the high power with the Eco, but that's because I've generally got enough power. It only tends to be on in the afternoon. Then I will turn it off and it goes through to the next day. Maybe I'll put it on for an hour at night. I just fell asleep with it on. What can you do? When you get it wrong, you get it wrong. So yeah, there is indeed cold beer. I've just brought the beers out. I've got the one I'm drinking, and then I've got one more of these Emmed Brow. And after that, we will be on the Carl's Quell? Carl's Quell. I think it's Danish. I don't know if we're familiar, but yeah, it has got a nice bit of kind of frost on the side. It's nice and cold. I know it's mirrored. Nothing I can do about that. There's not even a setting to reverse that in the YouTube app, which is why I'm thinking of switching to another app I'm experimenting with at the minute. But Carl Squell will be the next beers after this one and third, I guess. It's quite warm as well by now, this. I guess we ride till we die, folks. Ride till we run out of power. I got 9 hours on the tablet. This will probably last 5 or 6. It has only just come off the power. I'm not intending to do a 7-hour one like Friday night. Don't. That was effortless on my part. I didn't. Sometimes you guys are a bit absent, and there's no talking and no questions and no chat, and I have to try and grind it out a little bit. Friday night, it was literally effortless. So thank you, the guys that were there. Friday night just happened. Thank you. Kept me going. Yeah. Can you hear the wind, by the way? Whoa. It's gonna push over a couple of things over here. A little bit afraid. I have still got some of the glass of red wine I poured when I had my Christmas dinner earlier. My un-Christmas dinner, I guess I should say. For anyone who wasn't there, anyone who doesn't know, my Christmas was, well, it was alright. I enjoyed myself, but it was a bit shit. The weather was bad, and so I decided that the 25th of each and every month, I will have my own little fucking Christmas all to myself. And I went outside and I cooked myself a Christmas dinner today. The fact that I didn't only just burn the roast potato, they were charcoal. And likewise the sprouts, when I parboiled them and then I was going to put them in to roast or fry. I considered putting them in with a bit of bacon, but I was just too lazy in the end and didn't. But I did burn them as well. The outer couple of leaves were black. Trying to cook on a single burner, getting things ready before the next, and then stopping and talking to you guys, I guess didn't do me any favours, did it? I sat down, I'm talking away, I'm thinking I'll have to go look at those in a minute or two. Meanwhile, they're burning already. Hey, if you were there, you saw it. Ryan's fridge lasts 2 days or more in normal use. Not sure why mine's draining so much power. Don't know. I've probably got some setting wrong or other. I've only got 250 watt hours in the EcoFlow River 2. It was fully charged when I came inside, so I've left it going on full blast. I did the other day. I set it to -40. It never gets there because it's never on long enough. But as you saw, well, maybe you didn't see with the beer, it is cold in there now, but it's never actually frozen. I've never actually managed to freeze anything because I don't have it on. Typically, I don't have it on long enough. It's on for 2 or 3 hours in the afternoon, maybe 1 hour at night, typically. I got a lot of. I have a layer of. I have water bottles in the bottom of the fridge freezer. The thermal mass. If you get everything cold, it's going to warm up more slowly when you turn it off, so it gets through to the next day. So I got a bit of that going on. I'm opening it every couple of hours for a for a beer from the afternoon until night time, like a beer. I don't think I'm doing anything wrong. I probably haven't got it set ideal, but yeah. Proper windy today up in the mountains in Alicante, still blowing now. Yeah, we've got. This has kind of come out of nowhere in the last half hour or maybe the last hour. Yeah, it's very windy. Can't blame the Christmas tree, says Keith, Sound of Nature. No, I thought about turning the Christmas tree on. I would have if I'd had power, but now I don't. I'm down below. Oh, the EcoFlow's turned itself off. Oh, you're a bugger. I wanted access to that last 10% of power. It's decided I can't have it. It's turned itself off. It won't turn on now. Will it? No, it won't turn on now until it gets a power input. So it's not even letting me have that last 10% of the EcoFlow. Fortunately, like I said, I've got power banks, which I don't think they hold much. This one surprised me last time I tried to use it. The time before, as soon as I plugged something in, it was flashing like, hey, I'm out of power. From fully charged to empty within about 5 minutes. But I do have a proper one. 20 is it 20 amp hours, isn't it? Thousands of milli. I hate thousands of milli, but yeah, 20,000 milliamp hours. Amp hours or just amps? I'm not sure. What do they measure this shit in? Hey babe, can I have my leg back? Hey. Oh, she's got a chin on my right leg, under the covers. Now I can't move. The trouble I go through, the sacrifices I make. I got to sit here now bent and twisted all night because my dog's decided that she's comfortable laying on me. Okay. Hey babe, can Daddy have his leg? No, she says. No, bugger off. You can't have your leg back. Your leg is being used by somebody else right now. That's my girl. Cheers, folks. Merry UnChristmas, January 25th. And thank you to Lewis Carroll for the idea. I think he had the Mad Hatter and stuff, didn't he, with the tea party. They did an unbirthday. Uh-oh. Is that real? Oh no. I thought there was a scratch on the screen on my tablet. I think it's the camera. Is it? No, it wasn't actually. It was just a glob of something on the screen. I thought it was a scratch. Fuck. Okay, we survive. Onwards, folks, onwards. Who's here? Who's in the house then? We've got Ryan that I haven't seen in a while, Vitruvian. We've got Sign of Nature, that's Keith. Sign of Nature. Darren's in the house. Is it just the three of you? I think so. Someone called Delta Mike. He said, okay folks, let's do this thing. And then there was the pinned comment with the PayPal donation-y thing. The wind is picking up a bit, isn't it? Let me check the weather forecast. I was unaware it was going to be windy tonight. I got Brussels sprout boots. Fortunately, it's the top end, not the bottom. We're not. But Brussels sprouts, they do have a reputation, don't they? I was so surprised that they even had some in the shop. Yesterday when I went. If you were here earlier, you'll have heard me tell you how much I almost killed myself. I almost died fetching the shopping home. I honestly thought I was going to have a heart attack. I left Tina here and I went off with 2 proper Mercadona shopping bags, the king of shopping bags. Even more, they are literally more solid than a Sainsbury's bag for life. I took 2 of those and 1 flimsy, you know, a normal shopping plastic shopping bag. Let's have a look here. A low of 12 tonight, so that's okay. And only a high of only 19 today and 20 tomorrow. Wind, does it say anything about the wind? 27 kilometers, and it's a westerly, west to east, I think. When they put an arrow like that, so the arrow's pointing to the east, which should make it a westerly, yeah? You go where it's going from and where it's going to. That means it's coming at me from over this way. Unless they have a different convention, you know, different countries might do things different, but I don't think so. Moonrise 11:30 in the morning, moon set 12:24 at night. It's only a couple of hours of moon to go. 27 kilometers an hour though. Feels like more if I'm honest. Zami, hello. UnChristmas. Looks like a life daft drifting to UK, that wind. Life raft, maybe. Looks like a life raft drifting to the UK. I see what you're doing. You're wanting me to jump in my dinghy. I'll have to get a bit of a suntan first, yeah? Get put up in the hotels. MC, I've been saying Muck Happy Camper, but I think it's MC. I think it's your initials, is it? I think you're a Mark from watching your channel. Hello, mate. Just jumped by to say hello to everyone. You're more than welcome from, I think it's the States, isn't it? I think so. You're in the Yankee Doodle Dandy kind of territory. I think it's States rather than Canada. Been watching you play. I watched about 10 minutes or so. Was it last night? With your, I like your Illinois. Okay, so we're up Illinois, Chicago. We're up by one of the Great Lakes. I can't remember which one. The Windy City, Chicago. Yeah. You're up at the top end of America. Ish. Let me think. Oh yeah, I was about to say your fish aquarium. That's the word I was just struggling for. I couldn't get Lake Michigan. There it was. Look, should have been obvious, really, shouldn't it? Yeah. No, I like your aquarium. While you're playing, and I'm not a big. I don't know music. I can't tell one note from another. Too much to my shame and. My own chagrin, I guess. I honestly, when I learnt that Jingle Bells has like the same note for the first like 12 notes or something, jingle bells, jingle, 8 notes all the way. Climbs a little bit then, doesn't it? I was gobsmacked that it was the same note all the way. I got no real perception of music. I don't have an ear. But yeah, I do. The fish, they're like a distraction. I'm watching you pluck the strings, and you to my untrained eye. You seem really good at because I know that sometimes when you're playing a chord you strum down, but sometimes you can come back upwards, can't you? Get twice as many chords in at once. I'm clueless. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But the fish are there in the background, and that just draws my eye because I don't know, it just does. But yeah, so I think it is Mark here. I don't think you've confirmed that. I think you are Mark. MC, I think it's not Muck Happy Camper. It's MC. Unless you turn up with big baggy trousers and you start dancing like MC Hammer. Can't touch this. I don't know. Tell me, are you in your head? Are you pronouncing it Muck or are you MC? I don't know which way to go. I think you're MC, and I think it's probably your initials. But folks, go check out his channel. It is MC. This is initials. I was fairly sure on the Mark part. I'm not even sure why I was fairly sure. I'd just seen it or heard it. I'm not sure. But yeah, okay, MC. Go check out his channel if you're of a musical. He stands there and plays the guitar. He does wildlife stuff and camping and the overnight camping. I don't get too disrespectful. You know, when I've said in the past about people that do 24 hours overnight in the woods, and I'm in the woods. You know what I mean? I'm in a field full time. So at times I've been a little bit disrespectful of the whole wild camping, 24 hours in the woods. But yeah, you know. Check out Mark's channel though. You can just search for the name as it is. If I remember afterwards, I'll put out I'll edit the pinned comment and add a link to his channel for anyone who doesn't know how YouTube works. I'm not sure how it works anymore. Since they did the switcheroo with the different names, from the long form name to the short name with the @ I think you can do just youtube.com/ and then that handle, that name, @ I think you leave the @ in. I'm not sure. It's kind of changed, but you can try it either way. But yeah, but go check out his channel. He's into his nature, he's into his camping, a little bit, I'm not going to say survivalist, I'm going to say a prepper-esque, prepper adjacent, a little bit like myself. But yeah, check out Mark's channel. What the fuck? It's getting a bit blowy. Don't know, folks. Don't know. High vibes, too frequent, too frequency. Maybe it was meant to be and got auto corrected. Maybe. Just look up Mark Ristow. Okay, mate. Bushcraft is addictive. I love watching the guys go out and the guys that can do. I watched a guy go out into the woods with nothing but a knife, and before you know it, he's made a wooden horse. Horse as in like a tool for resting wood on and working, like a workbench. And so he's gored kind of 4 holes into the thing, stuck branches into my legs. Where they come through the other side, split them and hammered wedges in. Well, he had to make the hammer first. But yeah, you split the wood and put hammer a wedge in, and that gives you your legs. Then he makes stools and tables and yeah, I think the fucker ended up building like a Viking house. I kid you not. If I could remember the name of his channel. He's only a young lad. He bought a wood recently. I say recently, in the last year or 18 months. You know how it is. Recent is subjective. But he bought himself a wood. Then he started coppicing it, laying the willow trees down and you leave enough. You cut about 2/3 of the trunk away, but you leave enough for the water to flow up through the tree. You bend it over gently, put it on the ground, and then it starts growing upright. All the branches off the side. I think that's called coppicing. That's the term I'm using for it. That's what he did. He's down in the south somewhere, but he built this. So he started building the walls of a house, and then on what was going to become the inside, he went 1 meter in, and then he dug 1 or 2 meters down, and hollowed out the entire thing. He might even have taken that soil from the middle and put that up on the inside of the wall. Oh, that's Karen. Karen, she sent me a text, kind of a messenger message. Karen's in the country, folks. Karen arrived today. She's just been to the quiz at the pub, apparently. That ping, I should have turned it off, but I should have done the do not disturb thing, shouldn't I? Give me a second. I'll do that now. Oh, too late. Look, I'm too late. It's pinging away. And if I don't get it now, if anybody does the PayPal donation thing, it'll really Couples Corner. I love Sean Kelly. I don't love Sean Kelly, but I love his channel. That's not my flavour. We're not going there. Couples Corner's brilliant. There are a couple of guys in the UK that do good woodcraft, and like there's the one. Let's see whether I can find him. Whoa, shut up. Let's see whether I can find him. Let me tell Karen to shut up. I'm live. Let me do that first. Just so that we don't have constant. How did your live go? Okay, should have typed it twice. You typed it so bad the first time. Should have typed it again. YouTube subscribers, and then you can filter. Is woodcraft stroke survival stroke prepping? No, it's not a thing. Oh, I'm just gonna have to. Well, that was Mr. Egg. I spent some time watching Mr. Egg this morning, and then he dropped in on me later. Mr. Egg Thailand, folks, is another good one just to watch. He goes for a walk in his afternoon, which is like 7 o'clock my time. He just walks around Pattaya, I think it's called, the city or town that he's in. It's so soothing and relaxing. Called Mr. Egg because of the lack of hair. You know, he's got the baldy thing going on. I've got a lot of gardening channels. I'm really into gardening at the minute. Without doing any gardening, I'm too lazy to actually do gardening. Nice Couples Corner. I probably have to go a long way. Can I just click all and get them? I can't. Oh. They're in alphanumeric order. Oh, that's going to take a while. Andy's airgun reviews I like. Adventures and naps. Alfie Aesthetics. He hasn't been around for a while. He does foraging and things in the UK. Anatoly. He's hilarious. You got to watch Anatoly. That's the name of the channel. Vladimir Fitness. The guy's a power lifter, but he doesn't look like it. And he goes into the gym and he'll pick up a bar with about 400 pounds on it, pick up one-handed and just kind of fucking throw it around. You get the bodybuilders that are all muscled out and chunked, and they'll laugh at him, and he's like, he pretends to be the cleaner. Can I just move this? You couldn't possibly. And then he just picks it up with one hand, and it's fucking hilarious. What else we got? Astro Alexandra. I could do a stream just scrolling through. Here's the auditing community, Auditing Britain. This is like the American First Amendment audits, checking whether the police behave themselves and behave as they should. Backyard chef. A lot of cooking, a lot of cookery channels. There's my mate Belinda, Bella, Binny. If you've been here a while, Fed Up Bin is another one. She's got a few stores on eBay. She sells dresses and things. It's not dresses and handbags. Most of her stuff isn't really, you know what I mean. It wouldn't really suit me, but I'll promote her when I can. There's Bjorn Andreas Bull Hansen. He's a Viking. Black belt barrister. I was looking for. I'm looking bushcraft tools. Yeah, I'm sure there was one beginning with A, and I've somehow come past it. We got Canadian Prepper. It's World War III every week with the Canuck Prepper. Here's one of Steve. Steve popped in earlier, Simply Casting Off, and some of his other channels. Chef Jean-Pierre, I think he's kind of pseudo-retired. He stepped away from his channel for a while. Always on your number first, except when you have bacon. It's going to take a while, isn't it, folks? I'm on to the seas. I'm on sea. There's Corporal's Corner again. How did he do that? This could take a while. Croc Turnbull. You've got to watch Croc. He's like Crocodile Dundee, but he's real. You got to go watch Croc Turnbull. Honestly, really. The guy's got he's got like about 25,000 followers, but he should have millions. He's brilliant, so funny. These Americans ask questions when they realise that, like, oh my God, Christmas is in summer in Australia, and when the penny drop, and they'll go online and say, is that real? Is it really? What do you do? And he just pulls them apart. He plays their video and interject and he's Croc Turnbull, CROC, don't put a K on there, croc like crocodile, CROC Turnbull. You got to go watch him. What else we got? I'm looking at, I was here for a specific reason and I'm not finding it. There's Dave's Garage, or Garage as you would say if you're from the north of England like I am. Dave was a programmer, worked at a little company called Microsoft once upon a time, when it was a little company. He programmed the task manager that you bring up all the time to find out what's using all your CPU cycles. That's Dave's Garage. He literally, and it was a side project. It wasn't going to be part of, he did it for his own use while working on and coding Windows. But he needed something to see what was going wrong when a thread or a process ran out of control. We're up to the D's. DIY Prepper TV, that's not a bad chance. DIY Solar Power with Will Prowse. You want to know anything about EcoFlow, Bluetti, all the rest? DIY Solar Power with Will Prowse. There's a pal of ours, Donegal over landing, sometimes stops by these parts. What we got here? A few doctors, lots of doctors. Okay, let's run through the doctors. Ben Miles, Dr. Ben Miles. Dr. Karan, like Karen but with an A at the between the R and the N. Dr. Karen. Dr. Sermed Messa. Dr. Becky, she's not a doctor, not a medical doctor. She's astrophysicist. I'm enjoying this. I'm reminding myself of a lot of channels I haven't seen in a while. Dr. John Campbell. He is a doctor of nursing, not a doctor. So he's technically not a medical doctor, but he is, because his doctorate is in nursing and nursing education and practitioner and all that. He became big during COVID. Started off very much on the side of the government, believing the the government line, telling everyone to get the vaccine when the vaccine was eventually developed. And then over time, what a journey. Watching him become disillusioned with what the government weren't doing and what they were doing. That's a whole controversial story. Basically, he's a massive proponent of giving everybody vitamin D to boost the immune system. And he couldn't believe, all the evidence says, give people vitamin D, strengthen the immune system. And the government wouldn't do it. And he was also a believer in the stats about ivermectin. So he went from being full on with the government to being fully against, and he ended up kind of regretting getting the jab. Quite the turnaround, and he did it all following the evidence, as they used to put it. And I've scrolled right back to the fucking beginning. I was on the D's for doctor. Where are the doctors? Here we go. Dr. Becky, Dr. Campbell. Okay, here we go. Drunk 3PO. Dylan's cooking diaries. Yeah, yeah. He does shorts, but for cooking, and it's very entertaining. Very gay, very camp, but funny with it. Come on, Eli and Kate. That's a couple of ladies who do gardening. Where's all of my woodworking? And okay, there's the English Woodsman, English Country Life, Epic Gardening, Everyday Prepper. That's Steve that I mentioned earlier. When he did his, what was it called? Simply Casting Off, or whatever that one was. Here's Sean, expat in Mazaron, about an hour and a half south of here. Fallow, that's the restaurant I keep taking the piss out of when they do mashed potatoes. Let me scroll through here. I saw somebody did something. Dr. Stan Ekberg, I do watch from time to time. Does get debunked quite regularly by another one of the ones that I watch, who must be, I think he's, what's his channel called? It is, I'm sure it begins with an F, doesn't it? Why am I not seeing it? If it does begin with F, it should be here, and it's not. Well, that's interesting. If he doesn't begin with an F, then what does he begin with? He's a tall bloke, tall, quite thin, been trying to bulk up a bit with muscle lately. He, oh, I'm sure it begins with F. He's doing his masters in medical science, and he will from time to time he will do a fact check of, like, Dr. Ekberg and some of the others. Who's the other guy? The guy that married his nurse in the surgery. Not sure. You know me and names. Memory and names. It's not going to work, is it? Oh, there's Future Canoe. He's hilarious. Future Canoe, folks. You want to watch Cookery Channel? If you want to watch cookery, I don't know where to begin to explain Future Canoe to you. He was doing quite well. He had a couple of 100,000 followers. And then some guy called Gordon reviewed one of his videos where he made beef Wellington. And then Future Canoe, did a response video to Gordon Ramsay's review of Canoe's beef Wellington. And within months, he went from 200,000 to 2 million followers. That can happen when some bloke called Gordon likes what you do in the kitchen. That can happen. Future Canoe. And he is hilarious. I mean, he is. He's got this bent fork and bent spoon. His so-called ligma fork. The joke goes way back to lick my fork, but also there's more behind it. I'm not going to go into here. Gary Eats. That's Garen music. Garen. So Garen like Darren, but with an O-N at the end. Garen music. Irish bloke. He's... Follow me, I'm delicious, he says. But I'm not finding any of these. I came here looking for the craftsmen, the woodcraft guys, and I'm not finding them. I'm not finding them, folks. I'm all the way to H, and I found nothing. Hannah Fry, mathematician, professor of mathematics at, I think it's Oxford, but also radio presenter, but a gorgeous redhead, which helps. But there aren't many gorgeous redheads, but when you do get one, they really are gorgeous. Hobo Tech, yeah. Lots of the. I'm passing lots of the cookery channels. Homegrown veg. There was another one just back here that I've now lost. Well, there's Guga Foods. Hank Green, Science and Maths and Tech, although he's getting a bit political nowadays. Hobotech, that's a guy called Tom who reviews tech. Lived in a van for a long time. He's got a home now, but he still does the RV thing, the recreation vehicle. Ian Davis, this is one, guys. Missing Parts Club. Missing Parts Club is his YouTube handle. This guy, that much of his hand's missing. And all of it's half of the palm of his hand. It's not just the fingers that are gone, but half of his palm is gone. And he's building himself, he's 3D printing with actuators and building himself a fucking hand. Keeps upgrading it, and every now and again, if someone else has a similar injury, they've got to have a certain proportion of their palm for his thing to it. But he'll make one and customize it for someone else, and tailor it to fit them. Yeah, that's quite a. Oh, it's scrolled right the way back. What was that called? Was I on the M? Missing Parts Club, I think that was, wasn't it? Keep going. HIJKLL. No, I'm on the K. So I'm doing it backwards. LM. No. Magic Prepper. Oh, Lewis Rossman. There's a classic. This idea that things that you buy online can be kind of taken away from you after the fact. You pay for an album or a video, and then they decide, oh no, we don't have the rights to that anymore, and it disappears out of your archive, out of your. No, you fucking paid for it. It's supposed to be yours. The fact that you don't own things and that you can't repair things, right to repair is a big proponent of. Has forced some laws to be introduced in certain American states. That's Lewis, Louis, Rossman, with double S and double N for November at the end. Rossman. I used to watch him. He used to just repair Macintosh computers. I just watch him. I got no knowledge about how to wield a soldering iron and flux and all of that. But I used to watch him. Just very engaging. Here's our friend Mark Shawland. Mark EZ A Womble. Mark EZ Womble. He does sand art on the beaches here in Torrevieja. I'm scrolling, folks. I am surprised I'm more than halfway through and I haven't found the things that I was looking for. MC Happy Camper 1958. This is Mark that was just here chatting with us. I don't know, folks. How have I... Where are all of... There's Mr. Egg Thailand. Mountain View Farm. That was Andy that brought me a box of fruit and veg one time. Very nice it was as well. I thought I would have passed a lot of the woodsmen. I must have just scrolled past them. Ovens Rocky Mountain Bushcraft. Greg Ovens was a contestant. If you've ever watched the American TV series Alone, where they take a bunch of survival kind of people and they dump them usually in a really bad part of Canada in the woods with the bears, with the grizzlies and the black bears and everything. Greg was a contestant on that. I think he got down to the last few. I'm not sure if he won it or not, but he's obviously very good at that survivalist thing. P2S Network, Prepare to Survive. That's another one. That's a bloke called Al or Alan. Oh, where am I? Why have I not found any of the ones that I was actually looking for? Physionic. That was the guy earlier that I was saying that debunks the others, and I said it was an F. Now you can see how my mind works. Physionic with a PH. But in my head it's an F. For physionic. Okay, Mark, catch you later, mate. I'll put this down. I am on the P's, okay? Remind me. I'm on the P's. I'll come back and have another scroll through in a moment, but let's see whether I've missed anything here. Okay, there was the Stan Ekberg stuff. Okay. Hold on. What's my friend Keith saying? You've heard it here. You've heard it first here. Cards going to be shut off. Get what you need ASAP. Credit cards, tippy-tappy payment cards. You think that the banking network is going down? Why? What makes you think it? You heard it on the grapevine. Is there a methodology? Is there a reason? I can't just take a statement like that at face value. I need a reasoning. Control. Is it the government trying to exert control over us? Two-tier queer Starmer. I think the stuff about his rent boys is going to blow up again in the news soon, from what I can tell. Definitely Ben. The guy's hair is just too prim and proper. He's got that queer eye for the straight guy kind of vibe. That it's just too well done. Nothing against anybody that is. It's the deception, it's the lies. In this day and age, there's no need to hide these things if you are. I just don't like... Well, I don't like him, but I don't like the way the country went. There was Mark, I'll check in with you later. Happy UnChristmas to you all. Take care. Indeed. And there's Karen. Got to go, I need my sleep. Karen saying got to go, I didn't even know she was here. Catch you later, mate. Been a long day for Karen. Up at 2 o'clock this morning to catch the plane and Nagualero Bushcraft channel. That's a new one on me. I will check it out tomorrow when I watch this back. Barbecue Pit Boys. There's another one I don't know. Love Anatoly. He's hilarious. Sorry and hello, said Karen. No worries. Anatoly, he is. He is a power lifter. I think he's in the top 20 in the world. So when he walks in a gym and he's got this mop, and it weighs about 35 kilos. And you get these pumped up gym bros that are like, oh, and he says, oh, can I have a go? And no, you couldn't possibly. No way. You couldn't do that. And then you lift it up with one fucking arm. You just watch their faces. Or he does the other one and he's just bouncing it up and down like for fun with the full bar with like, I don't know, 400 or 500 pounds on, and he's just doing they're doing a deadlift, so one arm under, one arm's overhand, one hand's under, and he's just picking it up for fun. Hilarious. You gotta love it. Sign of Nature says, get building, Mike. Is this the woodcraft thing? We haven't got the trees. The trees here are actually falling over, and one of them's leaning against the power pole, which worries me when we get this bad weather. Got a fucking insect. Do you want a bit of nature? Let's just do a bit of a nature thing. Can you see that? There's a biddy on the white. Look at that. You see that? What is that? I hope that's not a... Oh, it's gone. Where'd it go? Oh, is it down? It's gone further down. There. It's not a cockroach. No, it's a millipede, is it? It's not a cockroach. I hope. I hope not. If it's a cockroach, I'm going to kill it. If it's not, I might let it go. Let's have a see. I don't know what that is, folks. It's longer. Is it more like an earwig? Where's... Hold on. There we go. What is that? Do I kill it or do I let it go? I have no interest in having it around me. Whoa! It looks awful. I don't like it. What is it? Definitely not a cockroach, no? I don't think so. We'll let it go for now. I'll leave it be. I shall grant life for now. It is within my power to grant life to... No, it's got an articulated body. It is... I don't know what it is. I don't like those antennas swirling about, but... If it followed this wire down, the wire's on the bed into the EcoFlow. And I don't think there's any point it being on the wire to the EcoFlow, because the EcoFlow turned off, didn't it? Let me unplug that. I'll drop the wire down to the ground and shake him off, and he can go away. He's gone. He's not on my wire. He's not going to come back on the bed. He's on the floor somewhere. Oh, look at that. One of my mouse traps has been triggered, but there's nothing in it, I don't think. That's a first. That's a first false positive. I don't know, folks. Where was I? Get building, Mike. There was Karen leaving. Couple's Corner. Yeah, I love Couple's Corner. He's a little bit shrift if you contact him. Why? I messaged him one time. Oh, he did a... Okay. I didn't know I was watching a short. And I had my phone in landscape. So, basically... He took a normal video and put it in the middle third of what would be the screen in portrait. But when I was watching it in landscape, it was only using about a 1/9 of the screen. So I was like, why are we wasting so much of the screen? It's a short, you fool. And I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't know. My phone. Yeah, and I didn't know I was watching a short. And just my phone just took the middle third of the screen while it was in landscape. Took the middle third, and he'd used the middle third of the portrait mode, and between them I ended up with this tiny video just in the middle 1/9 of the screen. Yeah, you know. Scrolling forwards, there was Karen leaving. Only been here 15 minutes, just got in from the quiz. Yeah, I saw your message, mate. I saw your message. Oh my God, get rid of it. Oh, the insect. I just left. It's running around. Every now and again I'll find a caterpillar in my bed. I've got no fucking... I found a snail on the inside of the tent a little while ago. I had to escort him outside. But it'll climb in your ear or mouth. That's why earwigs are called earwigs, isn't it? Because of them, their propensity for finding a nice moist, a warm, damp, moist's a lovely word. Moist. I emphasise it because I know some people don't like the word. There's a proportion of people just don't like the word moist. So I have to say it half a dozen times now, don't I? Moist. There's a bloke online, Moist Critical, also known as Penguin Zero, also known as... Oh, what's his fucking name? His surname is White. It's not Chris, is it? Chris sounds wrong. Moist Critical. Charlie White. I knew I'd get there in the end. Look, there is a fucking memory here at times. She's just taken her head off my leg. I can actually move a little bit, folks. Oh, let me prop myself up a little bit better. Pull the pillows in a little bit for a bit of back support. Okay, I am now able to move. and the chat's not jumping about. It'll climb in your ear or your mouth. They reckon that the average person eats 3 or 4 spiders a year by exactly that process. If you wake up with a kind of a tickly throat one morning, it might be that you just fell asleep and were snoring with your mouth open. But while your mouth was open, you may have swallowed a spider. I don't know whether that's apocryphal or not. Let's ask Google. Google knows all, doesn't it? Hold on. Is swallowing spiders in your sleep a myth? Is swallowing spiders in your sleep a myth? It's real. You unknowingly swallow an average of 4 live spiders in your sleep each year. I thought it was apocryphal. I thought it was going to turn out to be bullshit. Oh no. You, yes you, gorgeous as you are, delicious as matey boy Garen _ music would say, as delicious as you are, you swallow 4, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4 live spiders each and every year. Once every 13 weeks you swallow a spider. You dirty, filthy beast. When you wake up with that tickly throat, that little itch at the back of your throat, Incy Wincy climbed in there. Honestly, I thought it was going to turn out to be apocryphal. Oh, no, I should have carried on reading. Oh. Okay, folks, relax. I should have, they stated the myth, and then they wrote the word fact. They give a fact afterwards. I thought they were saying that the thing was a fact. No, it's not. This very widespread urban legend has no basis in fact. It exists in various forms, and other common versions you swallow on average 20 in your lifetime. Myth. I didn't know what I was reading. The way it was listed, it listed the myth and then it said fact. I thought that meant it was real. Experts acknowledge it's possible that a spider could find its way in your mouth while you're asleep, but the chances are so slim as to be negligible. Today, we learnt to keep reading. I got that wrong, didn't I? I got that wrong. They should redesign that page. It said myth, it listed the myth, and then it said the word fact in big letters underneath. So I assumed it meant it was a fact, but it didn't. Thumbs up, folks. Now you know you can relax and know that you didn't swallow Incy Wincy in your sleep. What did we? The word lime appeared for some reason. I don't know. Lemon and salt in a cup of keeping. Oh, a lot of. There's a lot of. What would you call them? Housewives' tales, housewife myths about how to keep insects away, how to keep mice and rats away. They all boil down to volatile chemicals, essential oils, urine, anything that smells and that evaporates. What's the one I was just thinking of? You've got the citronella. What's the old lady herb they used to put in a bag and put in the wardrobe? Le. Anybody? Old lady herb. Come on. Do you think that my crazy description of lavender? Look at that. I didn't even need. Who needs Google when you've got a noggin like this? Lavender. Those were the little pockets, little pouches of herbs people used to put in drawers or in wardrobes, keep moths and things away supposedly. It all revolves about volatile chemicals, the ones that evaporate and that you can smell, but it means that over time they lose their efficacy. Like potpourri. What the fuck is potpourri even about? You know what I mean? We could get in all these topics about things that women do that men just look at and just go, what the fuck's that for? A bowl of potpourri. Cushions, what the fuck? Coupling, if you ever watch the TV series Coupling, they did a fantastic, almost a whole episode about fucking cushions and pillows. Why are there so many cushions and pillow on a bed? You have to spend 20 minutes taking the cushions off so that you can get into bed. Then the next morning you got to put all the bastard things back again. Cushions or teddy bears, ladies? Just what the fuck is that all about? Nobody wants to have to work for a quarter of an hour before getting into bed. It's just not worth it. Anthony, hello. Here we go, folks. Anthony comes along, he types hi Mike, and then that's the last we hear of him. Hello and goodbye kind of thing. Readings, Halsbury, Blackstone. Blackstone is a police and law manual, if I remember correctly. Webster's, that's a dictionary, yeah. Archibald, I don't know that one. Know Your Standings, PD 57. These are the recommendations of my favourite conspiracy theorist and free man of the land stroke sovereign citizen. Keith with a K, a double E and an F. Obviously not his real name. Thank you for the recommendations, my friend. When I watch this back tomorrow, if I ever, I've got a 7-hour one to watch from Friday night. What did I do this afternoon? 3 or 4 hours while I cooked and burnt my dinner while I burnt it to a crisp. My UnChristmas dinner. Oh, folks, Anthony that we were just talking about. Anthony's the guy that brought me the Christmas dinner because I couldn't cook mine because it pissed it down all day. Thank you, Anthony. And for the gifts as you left. The little bottle of vodka was appreciated. Only just finished it, I think like the day before yesterday, maybe. I took the bin away. It's something like that. But yeah, thank you for that. I've still got I think I've got the tomatoes still. And the margarine. Most of the rest's been eaten because It's been a while. Oh, the Christmas cake. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. I don't know what Halsbury is, Keith, but Blackstone I'm fairly sure is a policing manual. I have read or dipped into once upon a time. Got in an argument with a bar with an ex-copper about something. Don't remember what. So obviously some legal fact or other. It used to be clearly defined when and where you could make a citizen's arrest. There were offences known as arrestable offences, and now they've muddied the waters. It used to be any offence that carried a prison sentence of over, I think it was 5 years. But now they've it's one that is indictable and can be done in a Crown Court rather than just a magistrate's. They've fuzzied it anyway. They've blurred the lines or the distinctions, which makes it difficult for the man in the street to know where he stands with half of these things. Halsbury law, okay, it's a legal manual again. Okay. We're only on 1 hour, really. I thought I'd been going longer than that. Oh, I did start late, didn't I? I had to start at 10:30 because because I slept. After the afternoon stream, I woke up and it was after 9. Was it 9:30 even? I couldn't do everything I needed to do before 10 o'clock. I had to walk the dog, do the thing. Yeah. I brought the EcoFlow over and plugged everything and then found out that the EcoFlow's dead. That's no good. I began to check what the weather was tomorrow, and I don't think I got there. I distracted myself. I went off on a tangent, as I am wont to do. I hope it's a sunny day tomorrow, because I've got no power. Oh, it's cloudy. Fucking cloudy. Of course it is. Maybe some sunshine at 11 o'clock and 1 o'clock and... Okay, it's just the alternate hours. Cloud with sun, 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Of course. When I let the EcoFlow run down and run out of power, that's obviously going to be the next day with no sun, isn't it? Fuck. Hey, babe. She's running and asleep. Hey, babe. Hey. It's okay. Is it a nice dream? Are you having a nice dream? I like it. And nice dreams are nice. You can run in your sleep all you like. But if you're running away from something, if it's a nightmare, just know that your daddy's here. I'll protect you. Daddy protects his girl. It's all good. Okay. I got you. Daddy's got his girl. Daddy's got his girl. Yeah? Hello. Big kiss. You got to look after your girl, don't you? You got to look after your girl. Yeah, baby. Okay, folks. You see, I can be a nice guy. I can be a nice guy. Sometimes. Okay, folks, give me topics. Give me subjects. Otherwise, I'll go back. We were in the M's, I think. We'd got, when we were looking through my list of who I'm subscribed to, there are about 1,000 channels on YouTube. I don't remember clicking on that. Okay, we're back to the A's. Why can I not... Kent Survival, he's one. I must have passed him. Why have I not... Hold on. How did I come past him and not see him? I'm in the J's, here's the K's. Commode, Kent Survival, there he is. I missed him. Oh, K's cooking. Fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, oh, Kay's cooking. What can I say? Some of the other cookery channels will react to, so they watch her cooking and then pass comment. And it's generally not very favourable. Case cooking. Okay. Yeah. From the sound of her accent, I'd put her somewhere around Barnsley. It's a rough and ready guess, but she's Broad Yorkshire. Clearly Broad Yorkshire. I would guess 20 miles either side of Barnsley. But that's Kent Survival. He's a good channel. I like him. There's another. I'm sure he begins with an A. There's another Quook Cooking. Let's Quook. KWOOWK. That's an interesting channel. Kyle Hill for science. Lackluster for American cops getting it wrong. Legal Mindset. Legal Vices. He died not long ago. Limmy. At Daft Limmy. Scottish comedian, comedy skits. Very, very funny, very interesting. Haven't seen him much. Lockpicking Lawyer. There's one. Magic Prepper. Mark Shorland, I talked about already. How we got him twice? Was I past the M's? Was I further down the list? I thought I was in the M's. No, I must have been further down because there's MC Happy Camper. Where was I then? If I was past the M's, maybe. There's Nooks and no Nooks Taku. Nicole Conan. Here's one, folks. It's a waste. Conan. Coenen. Nicole Conan. My second favourite online lesbian. Behind Wrangler Star. If you know, you know. She's a what's the word I'm looking for? A wood chopper. I don't think she actually fells trees, but she swings the axe and chops them up into small bits. She's a good laugh, very funny to watch, and the muscles, the arms. It's a shame that she swings the other way, but hey, what can you do? Not another curry show. Same but different. That's another cookery channel. What have we got? Where are all my There's Greg Ovens again. I thought we'd already got past that. Have I got multiple channels with him? No, I remember doing P2S Network. We've been here already, haven't we? We were further on than this. There was Physionic. I think that's roughly where we left off. Physionic. He's the one that I said critiques some of the other doctors online. Prepper Princess, Prepper's Edge, Pre-Math. I like my maths channels. There's Professor Tim Wilson, folks. He's my follower. He subscribes to me. He's the one with the most subscribers. He's the biggest YouTuber that follows me. That's my claim to fame. What else we got? Ranger, Survival and Fieldcraft. There's a load that I must have read straight past them. Rob B. Rob B stops by here from time to time. Each weekend he releases a mix, you know, when you've got two records playing at once and you're switching between and you're scratching and Rob does a bit of that. Rob B 4301 is his on Rob Worrell. That's Piano Man Rob from Scruff Dog. Rob Worrell. WORRALL. Oh, there's one. Oh, Robert Murray Smith. Thinking and Tinkering. Bit of a sad story. His wife died a little while back, and it looks like he struggled with coping, being on his own. So a few months back he released a video saying it was going to be his last video, and we all wondered why. And we found out a few days later when his brother came on and explained that he'd YouTube, I don't know, what words can you use? Self-deleted is the, I believe is the current euphemism. Oh, and it's taking me right back to the beginning. Give us a second, for it won't take me long. I'm on my way there. PQR. Where were we? Rob Worrell, Robert Murray Smith. Rest in peace. Fantastic channel. Lots of tinkering with motors, turning motors into generators, wind turbines. Seeing whether he could generate water from the down pipe from the gutter was the thing that he did for a while. Tinkering, like the name of the channel, Thinking and Tinkering. Yeah, he'd make something and then come back and make an adaptation and an improvement. Try and make things better and better. Where are we, folks? I don't know what else I've got here. Sabina, she pronounces it. It's spelt Sabine, but it's with a German physicist, Sabina Hossenfelder. Got a lot of homestead and gardening and stuff kind of channels. Sandy Bottom Homestead's a good one. Scientific American, I haven't seen any of their videos in quite a while. Scottish couple in Spain, Barry and Karen. Barry's been here to the Tramp camp a couple of times, 2 or 3 times. I think more actually, 4 or 5 times. Moved away now from Torrevieja down somewhere on the south coast, aren't they? Can't remember the name of the place. Not sure. Scruff Dog, yeah. Most of us around these parts know Scruff, I think. We have a lot of Big Clive and Scruff Dog attendees. I don't know what to call them. I'm not sure. I must have read past so many of the. This started off with me looking for the woodcraft kind of guys, and there was one in particular I was looking for. The young bloke that built like the Viking house and the Saxon house and stuff. Spain on a Fork, Spain Speaks. Those are good channels. That Star Wars girl. A lot of these sci-fi, I watch a lot of sci-fi crap. Rubbish. AI generated sci-fi stories. Oh, here's a good one. A cook rather than chef, I think he'd call himself. Steve the Vivaldi way. Steve at Vivaldi. Canadian chef. He does, if I said basic, that would, I don't mean to disrespect him. He does solid basic food. I don't know. Is there a better way of saying that? Someone give me a phrase. Heartwarming, solid food. I haven't got a better way of putting it. And it's just going to... Oh no, it didn't scroll back to the beginning. Yeah. Survival Dispatch, Survival Lily. Yeah. TA out. That's the one that this... Okay, I found it, folks. The one that I was looking for right from the beginning. TA Outdoors. The letter T, the letter A, a space, and the word outdoors. TA Outdoors. He's the... I think he's the best woodcraft channel that I've seen. He's the one that went out in the woods, got a log, bored through it, and built like a horse for resting things on while you work on other things. Then made a chair, then made a bench, and he built up. Yeah, and he's the one that bought an acre or two of wood last year. I got there in the end, folks. We got all the way to the end of the beginning of the T's, TA Outdoors. We got all the way to the T's for me to find what I was looking for. We went on a magical mystery tour for a good hour, just scrolling through the channels that I'm subscribed to. I've got so many. And they're all in different categories. They're all different interests. So many channels beginning with the, that, well, the and that. The Armed Fisherman, the Batusai, the Bear Essentials, the Behavioural Arts, the Bombardier, the Bug Out Location, the Carnivore Pensioner, and the Critical Drinker. Fantastic channel. What's he got now? A couple of million followers? Hollywood quake in their boots when the Critical Drinker releases a video. The Dinner Lady. There's one, folks. On the cookery side, the Dinner Lady. I'll skip a few. I don't want to talk about them all. Okay, we're getting tired apparently. The how and why of mathematics, but you take the initial letters of all of those for the actual channel name. THAWOM. The how and why of mathematics. The Provident Gardener, the Provident Prepper. The Urban Butchery channel. Oh, that will be when I was looking at quail. Yeah, do you know how they butcher a quail? Just take a pair of scissors and just snip its head off. I think I could do it. I think I could. I'm a little bit uncertain. So along with the gardening side of things, if I was back in reality rather than being living in a field, if I was in reality and was a prepper, I would keep quail and rabbit as my meat source. Not only is it a meat source that you can eat there and then, but they scale so well. Come the zombie apocalypse, you can take your quail and turn them into hundreds of quail within a matter of months. And rabbits, again, you've got exponential growth. You'd have to go a few months the first few months not eating them, but they breed so fast. Quail and rabbit. Could I take a pair of scissors and cut a bird's head off? I think so. Do I like the idea? Am I comfortable with the idea? No. But survival, folks. I have become a little bit more hardened due to my circumstances. But I think I could, if I had to. Rabbit. Have you ever seen how they kill a rabbit? So So you put the rabbit on the ground, you take a broom handle and you put it over the top of its neck. Then you stand on the two parts, either side of its head, and then you lift the tail of the rabbit up, and you get like an internal dislocation. It's a decapitation without breaking the skin. You're breaking the neck. That's how you kill a rabbit. Could I do it? I think so. Would I be happy with myself? I think the first time, I think I would be very queasy. I think I would be torn. I would be mulling it over. I'd be, but I'm guessing the more you do it, the easier it gets. It's life. If you are a meat eater, then somebody's killing an animal on your behalf. If you're not doing it, you're just paying someone else to do it. Come the apocalypse, if there ever was such a thing, or a war, or whatever kind of survival situation you might end up in, I guess you got to take the responsibility and start doing these things yourself. Someone within your family does anyway. Probably don't want to do one at a time. You probably want to butcher half a dozen and then process them. Skin them, get the guts out, keep the entrails that you want, the heart and lung and whatever you're keeping, heart, lung, kidneys, whatever it might be. Would it be easy the first time though, folks? I don't think it would be. Could you do it? Could you butcher an animal? Could you kill and process either a quail, a small bird, or a rabbit? I guess you want to ensure they've had a good life while they're alive, but once they're for the pot, you got to dispatch them quickly. Probably not easy. First time. But if it's survival, isn't it? Let's put that down. I don't remember how far I got. Was I in the peas? No, where was I? Now it's going to definitely scroll. It's made me log in. Okay, we were on the T's. We were in the this. You're going quiet on me, folks. Am I boring you? Possibly. Let me scroll. I'm not going to go on too long tonight. We did a biggie on Friday, and we've also done an afternoon stream today already, for what it's worth. That's not the best of my cookery skills, but the Berry Essentials, the civil rights lawyer, the dadvocate, the critical gamer, Dave Cullen, the Dave Cullen Show. There's a one. I think he's Irish. He reviews TV programs. The Dave Cullen Show. The Guy with Beard, Guns and Gear. I don't remember that one. Have you ever done this? Have you ever scrolled through the channels that you're subscribed to? The Millennial Gardener. Here's one. He got 1 million subscribers the other day. Just I think about a week ago. Hey babe. Provident Gardener, Provident Prepper. We did come past those. The Veg Plot. Here's Chipmunk. The Chipmunk 2008. Well known to us over on Big Clive and Scruff Dog. The Whiskey Bothy. That would be Big Clive's brother, Ralph. Time Team Classics, there's one. Tom Scott, he's walked away from it, hasn't he? He's not exactly retired, but there's a proper real technical channel, but he's, I think after about 15 or 16 years, he stepped away from it for a while, take a rest. Townsend's, there's one, folks. Townsend's, just as it sounds, like the surname of people. It is their surname. They do American 18th century, kind of like prepping, not prepping, they're doing a back in the historical reenactment. They cook foods and grow things and make things in the way they were done. Basically, it's the 1776 thing. It's the, you know, when they had their little uprising that they're ever so proud of. Traitorous little bastards that they are. Who paid for your fucking colonies? Trevor Colt, MC. Military Cross. MC stands for Military Cross. Goddamn war hero. He was very upset by Mr. Trump's remarks yesterday. Sorry, President Trump's remarks. What else we got? What else we got in here? I don't know. A few Tylers. They must be American. That's quite an American name. UK Urban Prepper. That's Mike with the UK Prepper Network. UK Urban Prepper. Uncle Roger. Okay, yeah. You must look up Uncle Roger for cookery. He's one of the ones that reviews and takes the piss out of Jamie Olive Oil. Yeah. Urban Survival UK. He's my mate Tez, very nearly interesting. That's a bit like QI, but yeah. Oh yeah, folks. I think I'm in the W's now. We haven't got much more to go. This all just started me looking for woodsman and woodcraft and all of that, didn't it? There's Wrangler Start. The guy's a multi-millionaire from doing this kind of thing. Prepping, crafting. He owns a huge... It's not exactly a farm. Farm, ranch. He's a homesteader, I guess you would say. He's my favourite online lesbian. After, above... Probably, is he first? Is he above Nicole Coleman? I don't know if he's first or second. My opinion. Yeah, if you see him, you'll kind of get why I call him a lesbian. But Yorkshire Indian. Oh my God! You have to go and watch Yorkshire Indian, you bastards. In it. He's hilarious. Just as it sounds, Yorkshire Indian. Just go. Honestly, do yourself a favour. Yorkshire Indian. You gotta go watch. You gotta go watch Yorkshire Indian. And that's me done, I think, folks. That's my... I was only looking for a specific... TA Outdoors, wasn't it? Was the one I was looking for initially. I found him and then I carried on. Yeah. Alright, folks. Where are we for time? We're on an hour and a half. I think I'm done. I don't think I can go on too long tonight. I am tired. I have had a little sleep. Hello, Tina. Oh, hello, babe. You woken up. You woken up. Oh, look at you. Can we show the people, my gorgeous girl? Can we show the people? Do you mind? I know it means shining the light. She has just set up, folks. Let's For those of you that weren't here earlier, if you didn't see my Tina girl, I will turn this around. I have to scroll to put the light on. But here, hey babe, hey baby, here we go. Talk to the peoples. Hey, she has just sat up. Hey, I know. Her eye's not really green or blue or whatever colour you're seeing there. That is just the light bouncing back off there. Is it the retina at the back of the eye? Hey babe. Hello you. Hello you. Hello. That's a nice cuddle. Thank you for the cuddle. Thank you for the cuddle. That's lovely. Oh yeah. You want it to go back under, aren't you? You're still tired? You're still tired? Maybe you need a drink of water in a bit. Drink of water. Yeah? I'll help you get a drink of water in a little bit, folks. When we get rid of the people. When we're not talking to the people anymore, I'll get you some water. Oh, that's a lovely cuddle. I don't want to stop. That's lovely. Thank you. Thank you, babe. Hello, you. I know you don't like that light. Okay, folks. I think this is us. I'm going to say, from Tina and from me, Delta Mike, out! Thank you for joining me this weekend on Friday night and tonight. Catch you later, guys.